friends, Andy Vegan. I make a lemon cheesecake, kind of. So it's a lemon cream cake with raspberries. The third layer is raspberries. Or the second, as you wish. But I begin, of course, with a crust and with my springform, or 20 centimeters. I have some friends tonight, so maybe that's okay. Yeah, fit it, you layer it with parchment paper. I fat it a little bit with coconut oil on the sides to get it out easily. So that's the preparation. And now I go to the crust. I have for this springform, I take about 2 cups of almonds. There's no special things needed here. Observed in this crust, very simple crust. It's 5 or 6 rounds of dancing. Then you have this kind of texture for the crust. Almond meal, a coarse meal. Now the dates. I have 15 dates here to make it nice and sweet. Soft dates, pitted. Smaller dates, yeah, the big ones I would maybe take 10 or so. The small ones maybe 15, I know. And just a little bit of vanilla to give it a little bit of swing. The raspberries, that's a very precious ingredient, and they can have some vanilla. I mean, that's today a little special. So vanilla to make it a little bit more exquisite. It's very sensitive. The vanilla opens the senses and we can feel very complex flavor. One of the most complex flavors we have. So let's go. Blender dance for process. A sticky dough ready to crust. And I show you what sticky means here. I push it together and it sticks together. Yeah, that needs to be done for the crust. It maybe takes 2 minutes or so to process. It depends on the sweetness of the dates. Oops. First to take that out, of course. Yeah. So the sweetness and how soft the dates are, that determines how long you have to process. Yeah. So I had some harder dates. They were a little bit harder, so I took a little bit longer, maybe 3 minutes or so. If you have softer dates, can do in 2 minutes. This is about the time it needs to make a sticky crust, a sticky dough. And it goes to the side, and now I spread it evenly. That's always the first thing to do. You have to make sure the dough is sticky, and then you spread it evenly all over the bottom, as you wish. Yeah, I want to have just an even crust today, very simple. And once it is spread evenly, I will begin to press it down more firmly. The sides, the middle, everywhere. And then finally I take the fist and the knuckles and I push my whole body weight, not all of it, but some of it, I can use to press it down. And that will take some time now. It is important that the crust is really nice and can be cut in pieces. That's why I have to be thoroughly. And I'll see you in a moment. When I'm back, I'll show you the crust. Yeah, that's a nice crust I have. See, it is very simple. It takes some time to really get nice. You see? Pretty even. Put it aside, and I make the filling. As I said, the filling has mainly 2 parts. One with cashew nuts to make the cream, and a lot of lemons and bananas. I show you. Here, I have 2 bananas and 3 lemons. I start with the lemons and the bananas. It is a lemon cake, so I have 3 lemons. It's a lot. But, not to make it too sour, I have 10 or a dozen dates again. Yeah. So the dates again, pitted, they go into the now. And I blend first the cream, and then I put the cashews in and so on. So blender dance, cashew cream with the lemons. put the cashews in now, and I wanted to blend the soft parts first to make it easier for the blender. So now I have 2 cups of cashews here. See, they have not been soaked, so they have to blend a little bit longer. And I have lemon zest. The lemon flavor is really more in the zest, and most of the antioxidants are there. And a little bit of turmeric to give the color a little bit more yellow. Otherwise the cake would be maybe gray. But with a little bit of turmeric, just a little bit, a pinch here, powder, maybe a small part of a teaspoon. Yeah. The zest is from 1 lemon. So now again, I blend again and make it creamy now. As you heard, the blending was getting higher, the sound, and that means it is really doing a good job with all the nuts. And I did not put in too much liquid, not too many bananas or lemons for the cashews to get a firm cream. It shouldn't be too runny, otherwise I won't be able to get it firm easily in the cake, the filling. So first, now, after having blended this, I put coconut oil into it. You see, I have a coconut oil, melting on a water bath. Here, it's hot water here in the cup. A little container on top, metal container, that makes it easy. It is very quick. You put some water here, on top the coconut oil, and in no time, it is liquefied. And that's all I want. Yeah, if you have a little bit of coconut butter with it, that will make it a little firmer. The coconut flavor is a little bit more intense than butter. That goes very nice with lemon. So I choose a little bit coconut butter with the coconut oil. It's up to you. Coconut oil is perfectly okay. Whatever you have. So now, last blending, third blending, to make it a real nice filling cream. The cream was so firm, it was already firm. I have to a little bit to stir, otherwise the coconut milk, the coconut oil wouldn't come down to the ground of the blades. So now it will work. Very easy. That looks pretty perfect to me. I will open it. Yeah, I show you. That looks really nice. If you have this kind of look, like a blossom, then you know it's perfect. You see? You see the blades, yeah, reflected on the surface. That means the whole thing, the whole mass has been evenly distributed during the blending. So all I have to do now to fill it here in, I begin with a small amount. Oh, it's firming up already, very nice. It will firm up, so I don't have to be concerned. It's perfect. I give a little layer first to begin. Yeah, looks so nice. It's a nice little color, goldish. See, that's all. Yeah, just on the bottom a little bit. And now I bring in the raspberries. I have just 2 cups of frozen raspberries. They go in now. Yes, you just incorporate a little bit the raspberries. They add a wonderful flavor with the lemon cream. Yeah, and then put the rest of the cream on top. It firms up already. Very nice. And now, of course, the raspberries, they will melt and they will mix a little bit, diffuse into the lemon cream. That might make nice visual effects. I will see that when I cut the cake open. Yeah, that's a very nice effect. First I have to get all the cream out. It's already pretty firm, like a real cheese. Yeah. So let's see. That should be good enough. For the rest, I can make a little smoothie or a little drink, a little lemon drink with bananas or something. Yeah. So now I will put the next layer on top. Spread everything evenly. So press it down a little bit so that everything is covered. And on top I put the other raspberries. So just they have to be firm. They shouldn't fall off from the cake. They should stay where they are when I have the cake ready to serve. Just spreading a little bit. Doesn't need to be now very even here. I guess it can really be a little bit chaotic. I guess that doesn't really matter. I would even suggest to cover it a little bit better. Yeah. So I would like if they stick out a little bit here and there, yeah, so that I can see some traces of the raspberries. But in the end they should be all mostly covered by the cream, lemon cream. But that is really up to you, how you decorate and how you combine it. That's definitely a personal choice, up to you. Doesn't change much of the quality of the cake. And you just have to get it evenly, so all sides of the cake should be even the same height. That's a little bit here work to do. So that is okay, I guess. I'll make it nicer. But the thing is here, I don't want to blend the raspberries because they have little seeds, and when you blend the seeds, they can turn a little bit scratchy in the throat, and they can be a little bit bitter and the flavor a little bit harsh. So why don't leave the raspberries whole, have the full flavor and the delight. And this is what my cakes looks like. Yeah. Before I cut it open, I guess that's all now I need to show you for today. I hope you enjoyed the little raspberry lemon cream cake. And if so, you can give me a thumbs up. You can also subscribe and be vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter.